everyone, hope you're all doing great. This is my fourth carnival look for this year. It's a ventriloquist dummy look. Now, originally I wasn't planning on doing this look. I'm not even gonna describe what I was planning to do. Let's just say I thought seriously about setting myself on fire, but hey, this one turned out, so there you go. Obviously, I didn't have the according costume, so I just drew on this neck, which is like a thing with lines and buttons and drops, as you can see. And I just threw on this crazy hat, which has red feathers that don't really go with my purple and my burgundy, but who cares? So yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by blocking out my brows, which is why they look a little bit crazy right now. I've already applied a bit of glue stick onto them. I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques Stippling brush and a mixture of my Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and MAC Face and Body in white. Okay, now for concealer, I'm taking a mixture of my W10 shade of this MAC concealer palette and my pale pink corrector, and I'm pressing it into the areas where I need to block out any darkness, such as the brows. And the underneath of my eyes. Same goes for my yellow corrector. Let me see if that's the exact name. No, pale yellow corrector to eliminate any redness. Okay, I'm now ready to set the entire thing with powder. I'm just using my MAC Prep and Prime, which is a translucent powder. It has no coverage. It's just gonna set the entire thing into place so it doesn't move around as I work on it. And I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush. What do you know? Okay, first up I'm going in to do the brows. They're supposed to look like dolly brows, so they will be very thin and black and round. If you can use a stencil to do this, that can be easier. I'm going to do it freehand and see how it goes. I'm using my MAC 210 fine liner brush. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking my liner underneath the eye, not exactly close to the lashes, so they can have a really round appearance. I'm going inside the waterline with my fascinating eye kohl by MAC, which is just my white pencil. As you can see, it has been well loved. I'm also taking this underneath the eyebrow just to highlight this area. Yep, this looks officially weird. Why do you fill in your brows with black and then go over half of them with white again? I hear you ask. I'm asking myself the same thing. We'll work on it at a later date. Now for eyeshadow, I'm gonna work from these two bottom ones right here, which are called Fig One and Shadowy Lady. It's a dark purple and an even darker purple, closer to black. Again, just keeping the shape rounded as I can. Okay, so here's my round shape, and now I want to fill in the edges with that dark color. So by edges I mean the outline and the inner and outer corner. I'm just taking the color and dragging it down so it blends in a little bit. essentially we only want to leave a little bit of the center uncovered. So now if you want, you can switch to a pencil brush and go in with the lighter purple color. I'm just using it to blend out the edges of the darker purple. On the center of the lid, using my MAC 239 brush, I'm just taking my Nylon eyeshadow, which is a frosty pale color. Blend out if you have to. Taking the darkest purple underneath my eye as well for extra definition. If you want, you can use your lighter purple just to blend out just the bottom though, not the top. Feel free to take the purple as low as you want. We want the doll to be creepy. Now I'm just taking a little bit of liner on my top lid in a very rounded manner, just like I've done on this eye. Now for lashes on the top lash line, I'm using these gorgeous ones by Stargazer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think Stargazer do them. They have little spheres on the ends of them. How amazingly cute is that, and how doll-like. I'm just gonna apply them using my Duo adhesive. In the meantime, I added some mascara to my own lashes. Okay, let's leave those alone for a minute and start working on the face. So what I'm going to do is take the same angled brush and my dark purple eyeshadow, and I'm going to create folds as if the doll is smiling. And I'm going to start off from this spot right here. So these folds, the nasolabial crease or whatever you want to call it. And I want her to look as if she's got a round face, nice happy round face, so I'm not going to do any contouring to thin out the face. I just expanded all over the nose. I don't know where this is going to end up, but just bear with me. I just did this on the end of the nose so it looks like a little tip that's going up. In fact, I'm going to make it even stronger with concealer. There's a tip. Going on with my shading, I'm using the dark purple, which is Shadowy Lady, and Haux, which is the lightest purple. Now this white bit I put on the brows in the beginning was meant to act as a highlight, but now I changed my mind, so I'm going over it a little bit. I'm still going to leave some in the end, but most of it needs to be gone. Now for the mouth, just so this look can hopefully start to make sense at some point. I'm going to outline the lips using my gel liner, which I used before for outlining everything else. And I want to create a really round and tiny mouth. And the reason I made my cheeks like this is because I want my mouth to smile. Let's see if I can get it right. Blending out a tiny bit with my pencil brush that I used before. And now, just so I don't look like a cartoon, I need to fill in the lips using lipstick. Ta-da! I'm using a very deep berry shade. I'm covering up the edges of the lips with concealer, actually my pale yellow corrector. And I'm going on to do the Ventriloquist doll lines. In with my black, my Kryolan Aquacolor Plus, surprise, surprise. So I basically want to outline my entire jawline, so it looks like this bit is coming further down. Okay, I actually meant for this to be a chatty video instead of a voiceover video, but I'm not really talking. So, as you can see, I'm just creating lines using my water-activated paint. I'm just creating a neck for this doll of Satan. I'm going to use my Bruise color wheel to fill in the lines that are left. Mostly purples and burgundies, I think. Using a Real Techniques shading brush for this. Okay, so my camera decided to all of a sudden run out of battery as I was just adding the burgundy and purple. So that's all I did off camera. I just filled in my lines with some burgundy, some purple, and then drew on some buttons with my Scribe, which is my white eyeliner, and also added a few dots / drops. That's it. So I thought I would go on with my contouring just a little bit. I know I said I wasn't going to do any cheek contouring anymore, that is, but then I've changed my mind a million times during this tutorial. So I'm using my blending brush and going in with a tiny bit of dark purple. Blending even more with my setting brush. And now I'm actually going in with my blush. I'm using this bright color right here, whose name I don't remember, and I'm gonna put it as an annotation somewhere. So I want a really specific result. I want this to be very rounded and very bright. Which is why I'm going in with a smaller brush. I don't even care about blending it too much. I'm just tapping onto the same spot. Just giving my lips a bit of a gradient effect, because I forgot to do that before. That's great, and now for a little bit of shading around this area. The black needs to be extremely crisp because supposedly the skin of the doll finishes here, so the separation needs to be distinct. Creating a little chin. I'm pulling up again to create a shadow. Now in with a tiny bit of contouring all around the face, just so it looks a little rounder. I think we're done. Okay, so this is it for the finished look. Ventriloquist, dummy, doll, creepy, carnival, costume, makeup, in fact. So let me know whether you liked it. If you recreated, I would love for you to show me a picture. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and all these things that make my day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon with my next carnival look. Bye!